Hello, my name is Riel and I work for Clearly Insight. Today I'll be going over the basic functions of MX Management Center. First things first, to start with my two cameras I'm going to be using today, demo camera 1 and 2. Here, each camera has three basic functions. You have your live view, which is the first icon here. The middle one is playback. The right one is your recent events. I will start with recent events because this one will be the most brief. Once I click recent events, it shows all the recent events that happened on the camera. I can hit the play button to play that event. So it'll start playing. That way I don't have to bring it to playback mode. Hit the X to cancel. And then if I wanted to go further with this recording, I would hit the playback button and it'll bring us back to playback. And that is it for recent events. Now going back to live view, everything is told to you through this question mark. It tells you what every single button does. So I will briefly go over it. You can double click the screen to full screen, like double click the camera to full screen. You can press the plus button here to zoom. This is a digital zoom, so the picture will not get better as you zoom in. And obviously, depending on the lens that you purchase, the zoom will be better. At the bottom here, you have your audio controls, open door, lights, temperature. As I click this, alarm settings, bell settings, mailbox settings, snapshot, live recorder, and links. So the first one, if your camera is capable of this function, you could talk and listen through your camera. So if I click this, I'll be able to listen outdoors. So you can hear outside. If I clicked it again, this red circle would go away and I'd be able to talk. Now, to get out of it, I just hang up like a cell phone. It works the exact same way. The open door function, if your camera is configured for it, can manually open a door. If I click this, it would open this door, but this camera is not configured for that. Uh, the lights, same thing. If it was configured to a light, I could turn lights on and off. And temperature, it could tell the temperature if configured the right way. Alarm settings, this is for your motion events. And then your bell notifications and messages is if you have a specific camera, which is our T station. This is our door variant. And this will tell you whenever someone rang the doorbell and what time with a picture of their face, as well as if they left a message. These two here allows you to take a video of the live feed or take a picture. So if someone was walking by or you wanted to catch it right away, you could just snap a picture. And that is basically it for live view. Pretty simple. Now we will go to camera groups. Right here, camera groups. This is all my cameras here. So obviously I only have the two. If you had more, you would see 6 here, vice versa. So you have a couple more functions here. If I click the 4 grid here, this shows us all of our cameras. So this is the most effective way to monitor all your cameras at once. The next one is our blueprint. If I click this, you can upload a blueprint to Management Center with your building and have each of your cameras set up in individual locations to where they are on the blueprint. And then when you hover your mouse over it, it'll give you a demo of the live feed. So instead of monitoring the camera in a group, you can monitor them like a blueprint. And when they're red, that means it's recording. Lastly is the group playback. This one allows you to watch playback all at the same time. The more cameras you have, the worse it's going to be because there are high resolution cameras and we do not recommend doing multiple at the same time because it's going to take a big load off your computer. So back to the camera here, live view. So I will be going over playback next. On Management Center, we have 3 tabs. These 3 lines can all be clicked. This one hides your cameras and shows your cameras. The top will show all your cameras and camera groups. The right side will show our recent events. And the bottom will be our histogram. So you hit the 3 buttons at the bottom to bring up playback. The 3 lines. This will show all your recordings. Use the calendar on the right-hand side here to bring and search through your recordings. So if I wanted to look at yesterday, I would hit yesterday. and then it would show me all my recordings for yesterday. And then all I have to do is click on the lines, and it will jump me to that recording, as you can see. And same thing, I could click it and let's go last weekend. So now it's showing me throughout the whole weekend. And same thing, I click my lines, obviously with what time that I want to jump to. Oh, just loading. You can see the license plate camera doing its job there. I will go back to most recent now. And that is it. You can also, I'm just going to close the histogram there. You can also manage this timeline manually. So if I wanted 10 o'clock a.m. Yesterday, I would remove that, hit enter, and it'll jump to the nearest recording, which was at 9:57. But obviously the most efficient way would be going through the histogram timeline and doing that yourself. Once you find the clip that you'd like, you have all your functions at the bottom here that work the same as your basic DVD player. You have play, uh, image, reverse, fast forward. So if I hit play on this, it plays. I can pause it. I can also play it at half the speed. I accidentally played too fast there. I'm just going to switch it back to 1x and say I wanted this man's license plate. I can use the image frame by frame to go back to where I need it, and same vice versa for forwards. So you can get exactly what you want from the camera. Once you find the clip that you're happy with, and say I got this guy's license plate, I back, and then I hit the snapshot, took a picture of the license plate, and now I want to download the clip. This is the export button right here. Same thing with the question mark, it tells you what everything does here. I would click this and hit PC. So I hit PC, it gives me a prompt. Is this the range you want to download? So this is how long the clip is, 1528 to 1548. I would hit OK. This clip now downloads to my computer here. I'm just going to exit because I don't actually want to download it. It would download to my computer. You get a little pop-up here, and once it tells you it's complete, you have the video downloaded, and it's that simple. You give it to the police or whomever you want to give it to. It works the same as a normal file. Going back to live view here. That is basically it. That's a quick rundown, and obviously my email will always be open. So any questions, go ahead and shoot me an email at support@clearlyinsightip.com. Thank you and goodbye.